Namaste, witchlings. Here we go. We're going to try this again. So, all right. That one knows. All right. So, Cat should know. Cat should be watching. Jenny has been notified that I started over. There's Cat. Hey, Cat. That is interesting because I see you in the comments, but according to my little thingamajigger, I have no viewers yet. This is, oh, there you are. That's highly amusing. That is so weird. Life is good. Life is so very good. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Where are my notes? There they are. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? So basically, I am late because I tried to go donate blood. And due to one of my medical conditions, I am no longer allowed to, which sucks. Today's candle we are lighting because it is the big puppy boy's birthday. So here are two many, many, many more happy, healthy years for the Took Boy. All right, there we go. That was stupid of me. And you disappeared. Is YouTube being wonky with me or what? Whatever. Here goes nothing. I have no idea what's going on with my computer today. Oh, there you are. The hell? That is weird. It may just be restream. And I've got the cards upside down. All right. Here we go. So, our first card. 10 of Cups. It is a beautiful day. A rainbow shines brightly in a clear blue sky, and all is full of joy. You've been through some trials and tribulations, but your home life is perfectly at peace and in balance. Stop and smell the roses, appreciate your loved ones around you, and just enjoy these beautiful moments. Next, we have Strength. And this one I have to read out of the damn... I know, right? Gotta love the Pacific Northwest. Strength I have to read out of the book because for some reason my computer was not loving me with the dictation app. Difficult problems require strength and willpower. Strength can tame a lion, face down her fears and unwanted feelings, bringing them under control through grace and acceptance. Only by reconciling with these scary aspects of ourselves can strength grow and discover true inner calm. Flowers create a link between strength and the lion, and this connection cannot be severed. These inner passions, these emotions that feel like they're spiraling out of control and consuming us, need to be accepted peacefully, or they will end up controlling us. It will take courage to approach these possibly frightening aspects of yourself. It will also take compassion and tenderness, as only then can you find the inner strength and power to make yourself whole. You have to accept your fears, your anxieties, and your feelings because they are a part of you. You can't cut them off. You may find yourself dealing with a difficult problem, but it can be dealt with through grace, maturity, and strength. And finally, and we've had this card earlier this week, we have the Devil again. Unhealthy habits and desires can consume and control us. The devil has tempted and captured us with their false promises of wealth, power, and pleasure. The upside-down pentacle, a symbol of dark magic, which is bullshit, adorns their forehead. They raise one hand in an assurance of knowledge, and the other hand holds a torch pointing at the earth and all physical things. We are blind to our chains. The devil has so skillfully misled us into their intoxicating realm. I have to address something. The inverted pentacle is not a symbol of dark magic. The inverted pentacle, depending on what flavor of magic you are practicing, can simply be a symbol of banishment or protection. It is not a symbol of dark magic. Yes, it is also a symbol of Baphomet, but that again is not necessarily a symbol of dark magic. Too many freaking... I am reminded yet again of the Twitter thread where, someone, they are discussing, an army vet posted to Twitter, so what church worships worships literal Satan? And the response from literally the Church of Satan is Christians. Because Christians are literally the only church that acknowledges literal Satan. Moving on. Our oracle cards today are, we have underlying motives, miscommunication, and unlocked potentials. So I'm thinking that there were underlying motives to the miscommunication, but I have no idea. The unlocked potentials is what's throwing me off here. Curiouser and curiouser. God, I love Alice in Wonderland. Oh. I have no idea what led me from Alice in Wonderland to Tom Hiddleston, but I was dinking around on the Calm app last night and discovered Tom Hiddleston reading Winnie the Pooh stories. That was fun to listen to. Today's rune, making sure it is not inverted. It is not. Okay. Today's rune is Fehu. All right, and there we go. Now you can see it. The divinity is Frey, the god of fertility. Phonetic, the letter is F, symbol is cattle. Element is fire. The trees are hazel and elder. The plant is the ardent stinging nettle. The stone, I love this. The stone is the garnet. As we all know, I have tons of garnet. The color is an orange-colored red. The animal is the Taurus or the deer, representing the virility and fertility power of the wild. The Taurus being the animal makes sense if the symbol is cattle. Fehu is the rune of wealth, reward, and prosperity. It represents hard work, strength, and determination, meaning something like cattle / money / property in Proto-Germanic. Cows were the primary symbol of wealth during this time period, signifying a person's riches and material resources. Fehu signifies what a person has earned with their sweat and blood, and how well they maintain it. Fehu is a sign of good luck and success in business, work, and the cultivation of land. Fehu is a rune of peaceful, domesticated, and blissful living. It can be associated with the god Engwas, Frey, because it is associated with abundance, good luck, and fertility. Fehu, like Engwas, is a rune closely connected with the earth, and it can be used to draw energy from within it. Fehu is a rune of harmony and balance upon the earth and its forces. Fehu is a valuable rune to visualize when concerned with pecuniary subjects. It can bring immense insight into business affairs and also guide you through times of financial difficulty. Fehu can bring blessings of tangible advice, ideas, and tools for you to apply to the material world. Meditate on this rune for strength, luck, and financial success. Irony that you can meditate on this rune for strength when one of today's cards was strength. Fehu can also be a protective rune, as your wealth is a form of protection and security. Amen to that. Monetary security and abundance in resources is a key component to relaxed, blissful living. Knowing all that is needed for survival can be provided easily and quickly. Up there, because I have something to comment on. The saying, money can't buy happiness. While money cannot buy happiness, it can buy security and comfort. And comfort and security can bring happiness. They have proven that there is a certain level of wealth, I guess, for lack of a better word, that basically means happiness. And that is around, I don't want to have to look it up, but I want to say it's like $100,000 to $120,000 a year. Anything more than that is just superfluous, and anything below that is nowhere near as happy, because below that you're struggling, and more than that you basically have more money than you know what to do with, which is the money can't buy happiness. Fehu brings comfort and stability to an otherwise unpredictable and wild world. Fehu is calm, collected, and confident in consistency. Fehu is a rune of the physical world, a movable and material concept based on earthly forces. It symbolizes the great prosperity, fertility, and abundance of the earth itself. Like Gibu, I can never remember how to pronounce it, the eggs. Fehu brings gifts of nourishment and encourages vitality. Meditate on this rune for good health, happy living, and fruitful harvests. Use this day to recognize the direction in which your daily life pulls you, for there is a compass within you that can be tapped into using the energy of this rune. Following your interests and your love, your greatest wishes and dreams, is the best way to read the radio compass of the inner world. In relationships, it is not directly related to love. However, in a certain context, this rune can suggest it's time to take a decisive step. You should have the courage to act. This may concern a confession, a proposal, an attempt at reconciliation, etc. Other meanings of the rune are mutual love, a promising relationship based on common sense, and the ability to love deeply and truly. Again, as I was saying the other day, there are many different types of relationships, and this rune doesn't necessarily pertain to romantic relationships, more social relationships, friendships, and familial. In work, Fehu can have the following meanings: career growth, positive changes in your professional activity, a good relationship with colleagues and management. In matters of finance, it indicates a successful investment or a promising acquisition. If you're about to start a new job, this rune suggests a successful future and a good income. Our key takeaways here: possessions won are earned, and earned income and good luck, abundance, financial strength in the present or near future. It's a sign of hope and plenty, success and happiness. Social success, energy, foresight, fertility, creation and destruction, becoming. Prosperity, money, wealth, concern with physical and financial needs, goals, a promotion, self esteem, centeredness, and karma. I like seeing karma. Ooh, karma popping up with the oracle cards that showed up today. Interesting. Today's goddess. Today's goddess is Spider Woman and universal connection. We are all connected to each other. She is Southwestern Native American, especially sacred to Southwestern Native tribes such as the Hopi, I can never remember, the Navajo. Spider Woman is a creation goddess who spun a web that created the directions north, south, west, and east. As she wove her web, she created all living things on earth, including the mountains, the waters, and deserts, thus connecting the different regions. In this new world, she had two daughters, Ut-Set and Now-Ut-Set, who made the sun, the moon, and stars to light the way. Spider Woman also created all the people on Earth by molding them out of different colored clays. While she is called Spider Woman, her real name is uttered only during sacred ceremonies. Also known as Spider Grandmother, Spider Woman is additionally a thought goddess, and anything she visualized came into creation. She holds the threads that connect the mortal world with the divine. Call on Spider Woman while meditating and accessing your crown chakra to tap into her thread that connects you to the universe. She will provide you with the universal energy that you need to manifest your goals. Spider Woman is connecting you to all the vital threads in the universe. Center yourself and tap into those connections within and above you. Remember, we are all connected through this universal energy. You are woven into this incredible fabric. I like the idea of Spider Woman, and I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I was traumatized by spiders as a child. Okay, dating myself again here. I am very much a child of the 80s. Time Life books. Oh my god, Time Life, freaking, yeah. They're freaking, not research, but they're freaking books. They had this book about spiders that I swear the actual spider itself is like the size of a quarter, but the picture on the front of the book was this big, and it was this very brightly colored spider. I still have nightmares about it. And my older brothers, who knew I was arachnophobic, would get this book off the bookshelf and chase me around the house with it. I would scream at it constantly, and they would chase me, and they thought it was funny. Did my mother stop them? No. I was traumatized enough by this book that when I found a copy of it in high school, I accidentally pulled the book off the shelf in high school and could not fight back the scream that came out. The librarian, I miss him. He was a wonderful man. The librarian came to check on me because he knew me fairly well. I was in the library constantly, to ask me if I was okay. And I'm just like, yeah, this book and I have a rather traumatic history. My brothers used to torture me with it. I was not expecting to see it, and it scared me. He's like, "Okay, you're gonna be okay. I'm fine. I'm just gonna put it back on the shelf and pretend I never saw it." Yes, that's what my brothers would do. They would literally take the book off the shelf and hold it cover out and just chase me with it. My brothers are assholes. And that was one of the nicer things they would do. So, yeah, I am highly arachnophobic to this day. I'm better now. I mean, I can see a spider like in the bathtub and not screech, as opposed to my children. I have gotten better about my arachnophobia for my children. Unfortunately, I did not manage that before passing that particular phobia on to my children. Today's namaste is walk, walk, walk. Some days life feels heavier than others. When this happens, stop when you can and take a walk. Motion creates emotion. New emotions help get your mind off old moods that can weigh you down. When you walk, you give your mind a well-deserved vacation. After a walk, you will be able to work more effectively and have a clearer understanding of your situation. It's actually true. I have noticed, courtesy of, the birthday brat, that when I get back from walking him, I am a lot more clear-headed and in a much better mood. So it's true. Walking is good. Today's self-compassion. Stand up guy or gal. Regardless of the outcome recently, can you give yourself credit for a time that you stood up for what was right? Yes. Oh, yes. I try very hard, even when it's not the popular thing to do, to stand up and do the right thing. Even if it means going against the crowd. And now for Mr. Rogers. Yar! This quote makes me think of a song, and I'll read the quote and then give you the song. Each generation, in its turn, is a link between all that has gone before and all that comes after. That is true genetically, and it is equally true in the transmission of identity. Our parents gave us what they were able to give, and we took what we could of it and made it part of ourselves. We, in our turn, will offer what we can of ourselves to our children and their offspring. Again, dating myself, Mike and the Mechanics, the song In the Living Years. Every generation blames the one before. When all of their frustration comes knocking at our door. And the whole song is basically about, having paid the prior generation's dues. I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away. I didn't get to tell him. Yeah. mm. Oh, cup warmer got the coffee warm. Yay. It was cold the last time I took a sip. So that is today's draw. It is fucking Wednesday already. How is it already Wednesday? We have podcast tomorrow. We have probably yoga nidras on a Friday. I have a feeling we are just going to be skipping yoga on Saturday because I just today picked up my med, and I'm in way too much pain to try and do yoga. So we will be back on Monday with Daily Draw. And I think that's pretty much everything. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, and please love each other. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Wrong button. Where is it? There it is.